These are the general conclusion that I have told to note it down. U is object distance. In whatever case you take, object distance is always negative. It is always negative. And this is common for even lens as well as mirror. Last class also I have told. Object distance is always negative for lens as well as for mirror. The height of the object is always positive, and we'll never place the object below principal axis. Always we place it upside. So height of the object is always positive. Now focal length of concave mirror is negative. When you hear the term concave, it is automatically negative, be it mirror or next we'll study lens. Similarly, focal length of convex is positive. What is the focal length of a plane mirror? Focal length of a plane mirror. So
Infinity.
Infinity. Why? The reason is for concave mirror, what is focal length? If I imagine a hollow sphere around it, it will have a center and there will be a midpoint of the center and pole, and that we call it as focus. But for a plane mirror, if I imagine a sphere around it, the sphere will be what? Infinitely large. Because any sphere, if you consider a small section of that sphere, this will be similar to what? A straight line. Yes or no? That is, if I have any sphere around it and if I cut a very small section of it, it appears that it is straight. If you zoom in, this will appear to be straight. So plane mirror can be assumed to be part of a very large, or I can say an infinitely long hollow sphere. For that reason only we have this conclusion. We'll take focal length of a plane mirror as infinity. So write it down anywhere. Focal length of plane mirror is infinity. Write it down by heart. Focal length of concave, negative. Focal length of convex, positive. Focal length of plane mirror, infinity. Now one more point you have to note it down. This focal length of spherical mirrors, it is independent of the medium. That means if you have a concave mirror here. Now I do an experiment in air. In air, if parallel beam of light comes, it will pass through the focus. Right. Now if you keep this mirror in water, and again repeat the experiment, still the focal length will be remaining the same. It will not change. Why? Because you are not making any change to the shape of the mirror. Unless you alter the shape or orientation of the mirror, this focal length will remain same. So write it down. Focal length of a spherical mirror. I know. Again telling mirror. For lens, it will change. For lens, it depends on the medium. That is why I'm specifying this point. Next, we'll study lens. Lens, if you have a concave or convex lens, if you change the medium, if you keep it in the water, the focal length will change. But for mirrors, focal length will not change, or I can say it is independent of the medium. If you want to change, you have to mess up with the orientation. You should increase or decrease this size of that sphere. Now continuing, this is very important. Again, first formula in this or second formula. We have already seen a formula previously, that is radius of curvature is twice of focal length. We already covered that. Now this is the second formula with respect to this example. Now what is mirror formula? We have talked about a few distances. First one was object distance. Then we have image distance. And finally focal length. So mirror formula is nothing but a relation connecting between these three terms. So in your notebook, give the heading mirror formula. Then write down it is a relationship between U, V, and F. What is U? Object distance. What is V? Image distance. What is F? Focal length. The formula goes like this. Put it in a box. Write it down. Put it in a box. 1 by F will be equal to the sum of 1 by V and 1 by U. Or 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Now below the box, I mention each terms. Where F is the focal length, V is the image distance, U is the object distance. One more thing, when you get the answer, always remain in the equation. It is what? It is reciprocal. Normally, how do questions come? There are three unknown terms. So questions will come in only one fashion. They will give you two of the terms and I will ask you to find the third one. Suppose they will give you F and V, will ask you to find object distance. Or the reverse, they may give you focus and object distance, will ask you to find image distance. So whatever problem we do with respect to this equation, it is of the same thing. In all questions, they will give you two of the values. You will be asked to find the third one. If you get that logic clear, every problem is simple. Clear? Now again, where do students make mistake is that normally it is written what? 1 by F. So if I get the answer, whatever you get the answer, and suppose you get it as 0.2, immediately don't write the answer as 0.2. Why? Because this is the reciprocal. So what will be F? F will be 1 by 0.2 or it will be 5. So every time remember to take the reciprocal of this. Then only you will get what? F. Don't take 1 by f as the answer. No, it will be wrong. Usually people used to make this mistake. That is why I am emphasizing when doing problems, whenever you apply this equation, you will take LCM, whatever method you can do. But after getting the answer, many of you stick on with this reciprocal as the answer. They will not convert it back to focal. Keep that in mind. First itself, introducing this equation, keep that in mind. Always make sure you take the reciprocal and then conclude the answer. Now, one more thing. What is the SI unit of distance? What is the SI unit of distance? Tell fast. SI
Meter.
unit. Yeah, it is meter. So here
Meter.
also, focal length SI unit is meter. Image distance SI unit is meter. Object distance SI unit is meter. No issues. Here you have to make this. This is object distance. Object. Fine. So SI unit of any distance is meter, but in normal daily life we consider what? Mirrors of very small dimension. So in our cases, most of the problem we will write the answer in centimeter. That also noted down. In most of the problems that we do, we have to give dimensions of the range centimeter, not meter. We will have one solved in the meter range that we will see. In all other cases, it is centimeter. Always remember to put the unit. Whenever you get an answer, there will be a value 10 or 20 centimeter. After that centimeter, don't forget about it. Put the unit. So that is all about mirror formula. Again, by heart it now itself. Next class onwards, I'll be asking every time state mirror formula, give the equation. Now, lens formula we will study in the coming classes. That time there is only minute difference. So there are chances you might confuse, because lens formula later when we will study it is 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. This is lens formula. So some of you may tend to confuse it. Be thorough now itself. Do this question fast. Write this question in your notebook. Do it fast. Our first one I will solve. Read the question well. If an object is placed at 10 centimeter from a convex mirror. So first itself we can notice this is object distance. Object distance. Object is placed 10 centimeter from a convex mirror. So immediately I can write u is equal to 10 centimeter. And bring on the sign convention. What about object distance? What will be the sign of object? Sign of object distance.
Negative.
Yeah, it is negative. So immediately you can put negative. That idea you should think in terms of ray diagram, because we know here you have convex mirror. Convex mirror means this one. And for convex mirror, we always place the object in front of the mirror. And if you place the object in front of the mirror, u is negative. So immediately you can prove u is equal to negative 10 centimeter. Fine. Now next you have, it is convex mirror. So convex mirror means what should be the idea coming to your mind? Convex mirror, what about the focal length? Positive or negative? Convex mirror, focal length, positive or negative?
Positive.
Yeah, positive. So next term you can write focal length. Focal length, here it is given 30 centimeter. So I can write plus 30 centimeter. Plus 30 centimeter. Now you are asked to find the third one. So two known values are given and you are simply asked to find the third one, that is image distance. So how will I do? We know that. First itself we know that we can apply what? Mirror formula. Mirror formula is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Or from the equation you need what? You need v. So I can immediately write 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by v. Now from here you can substitute, take the LCM, get the answer. Normally many of you have tend to make that mistake of not taking the reciprocal afterwards. What I normally suggest to them is you can directly write v from this equation. Then you will not make that mistake. Here you can do a number of ways, as generally in maths there are a number of ways you can arrive at an answer. No issues. Which method is easier for you, you can follow that. But generally what I do advise people is that, as if some of you may tend to forget to take the reciprocal afterwards, I will directly write v. And if I directly write v, how will it be? It will be u f by u minus f. So this is an equation you can directly write if you think that you may forget to take the reciprocal. Any method you can follow. Again, I'm saying any method you can take the LCM there, then do it. But generally, I will stick on to this method. So from this equation, I'm directly writing v is equal to u f by u minus f. Then I can substitute. Then I'm going to substitute what is u. U is minus 10 into f. F is what? Plus 30. Plus 30. Now, u minus f. Again, u is minus 10 minus f is what? Plus 30. So simply 30. What is minus 10 into plus 30? It will be minus 300. Minus 300. Now divided by minus 10 minus 30 will be minus 40. Got it? This minus and minus will cancel each other. 0, 1, 0 I can cancel. So answer will be 30 by 4. And what is 30 by 4?
7.5
Yeah, it is 7.5. And what about the unit? What about the unit?
centimeter.
Yeah,
Centimeter.
centimeter. Don't forget the unit. That is how you get the answer. So after getting the answer, you can write the image is formed. If it is positive, what is the conclusion? Image is formed where? On which side of the mirror? Image is formed at a distance of 7.5 centimeter.
Right side.
Yeah, behind the mirror. Behind the mirror. Why? Because we also know that convex mirror always give what? Virtual error image. That is formed behind the mirror. That is how you solve the questions. Again, method is simple. Whenever a question comes with respect to this ray diagrams, first step is you have to write down the given values. You have to write down the given values. And you can note down what is need to be found. Then after that, we can apply the equation that we know. Then rearrange the equation. Again, there are a number of ways to solve. Here, this is the method that I follow. Why? Because many of you may forget to take the reciprocal afterwards. So what I suggest is directly write the step. Then there is no confusion afterwards. Whatever answer you get, you can take it directly. So here also no need of worrying about LCM, nothing. Just multiply the denominators, then take the subtraction of numerators. So in a way you will get the answer. Then again another confusion is regarding the sign. That is why you need to be very thorough with the sign convention. If you change minus or plus here, the answer will also change. And the idea will be exactly wrong. Signs are as much as important as the numbers. Not only 30 important, it is plus or minus 30 is as important as the number. Yeah, so we will proceed. Now we are moving to the next formula. Give the subheading magnification. Magnification is nothing but it is a ratio of height of image to height of object. Magnification is a term or it is a ratio of height of image to the height of object. Write it down. And if formula comes simply magnification we denote it by small letter m. So m is equal to h subscript I divided by h subscript O. Or in textbook they have written it as h dash by h. H dash means height of image, h means height of object. Here I have taken this convention, hi by ho. Put that in a box. Below write down where hi is height of image, hi is height of image, and ho is height of object. Hi is height of image, ho is height of object. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, can you guess what will be the SI unit of magnification? What will be the SI unit of magnification? Can you guess? Looking at the equation, you can easily answer. What is SI unit of height?
Meter.
Yeah, meter. So here we are actually taking a meter divided by another meter. So this will easily cancel each other and you will get no units. So again, very important, magnification has no unit. So it is just a value. Magnification can be 0.3 or plus 4. These are the magnification. Never put an unit to the magnification. This also many of you may make mistakes while solving problems. In exam, I have seen many of you writing magnification after getting the answer. They will simply write 2 centimeter or 2 meter. Never do that mistake because magnification will not have unit. Why? Because it is a ratio. It is a ratio of same quantities. Which same quantities? Height of image to height of object. Now we have externally one more equation regarding magnification. That is, magnification can also be written as a ratio of image distance to object distance. Ratio of image distance to object distance. And always don't forget about this negative. Write it down. Magnification is minus V by U. V is image distance, U is object distance. So in some cases, you will get a case like to compare HI by HO is equal to V by U. And they will give any of the 3 values you will be asked to find. Suppose in this equation, how can I find V? V can be written as you need to cross multiply U into HI by HO. Some more points regarding magnification. First one is regarding the magnitude of magnification. Meaning in problems, whenever you take and compare the values, you will get the magnification value 3 possible ways. First one, magnification can be greater than 1. Second one, magnification will be equal to 1. And third one, magnification can be less than 1. In all these cases, this actually means some idea. What is that idea? We have to see. Whenever you get magnification equal to 1, whenever you get magnification equal to 1, it means that height of image is equal to height of object. That means for a magnification equal to 1, equation is what? HI by HO. Or if I cross multiply, you will get HI is equal to HO. That is the idea. So whenever you get magnification equal to 1, height of image is equal to height of object. Write it down, write it down. Value of magnification gives an idea of size of image, or it gives an idea comparison of image size and object size. Written. Now again, if you have completed, tell me this. Can you give me example for this case? Can you give me example for this case? Those are thorough with the ray diagram can easily answer. In which ray diagram, in which case we got height of image is equal to height of object? Give me example.
Plane mirror.
Plane mirror. Yeah, very good. Plane mirror. So we have studied image characteristic of plane mirror. In plane mirror, whenever you go keep an object in front of the mirror, always you will get height of image equal to height of object. So magnification of plane mirror value will be always 1. What about concave mirror? Does concave mirror give magnification 1 in any case? Think and answer. Concave mirror. Concave mirror at any position do magnification become 1.
Between F and
At
C.
C. At
With-
C.
Yeah, at C. For concave mirror at C. Why? Because for concave mirror, when you place the object at C, where you get the image? You get the image also at C. And we have said height of the image is same as height of the object, or images are same size. So that case also we'll get magnification equal to 1. So two examples for magnification equal to 1. One is plane mirror, second one concave mirror object placed at C. Fine. Now next is when magnification can be less than 1. If magnification is less than 1, it means that height of image will also be height of less than height of object, or we will get a diminished image. So in the side you can write same size. That is the meaning same size. HI mean equal to HO means same size. HI less than HO means diminished. Image is diminished. Now last option is what? M greater than 1. Magnification greater than. What is the meaning? The image will be greater than that of object, or you will get an enlarged image. These are the 3 cases. Note it down separately and study. Tell me this example. I'm giving you 3 magnification values, 0.46. What will be the magnification in this case? Enlarged image, equal size, or diminished image. This case 0.46. When I give you
Diminished.
here, it is diminished. If that is the case, tell me about this. What about -3? If I give you a value like -3, tell me regarding the size of the image. -3. Among this case, which is the case applicable here? -3. Give any answer, be it right or wrong. What comes to your mind? Tell it first.
Diminish.
Diminished. Anyone else?
Enlarged.
Yeah, it is here also. It is enlarged. See, -3 whenever comes, don't think this minus is with respect to number line. In integers, number line will see this is -1, -2, -3 will be here. That is on the left side of the 0, and 1 will be here. Don't think in this term, because in magnification we are purely focusing on whatever excluding the sign. Here I am not talking about the sign. Sign will come to next part. So in whatever problems you get, when you get -3, don't think this is also representing what? Diminished. No, you should only conclude, take the value there, whatever magnitude is there. Don't think of sign when you are talking about size of image. No. So if you get -2, -0.3, this all case, -0.3 will be diminished. Any value greater than 1 will always give enlarged image, be it minus or plus. So +4, -4, you will get enlarged image. Again, I'm repeating, this plus and minus has nothing to do with size of image. No. In magnification, the sign has nothing to do. Sign we will study separately now in the next slide. I hope these 3 points are clear. Now next is regarding sign. So note it down. Sign of magnification. What does it denote? Sign of magnification. What does it signify or denote? You can read. It denotes the nature of image. Now first case, when the sign is negative. When magnification sign is negative, it means that the image is real and inverted. Write it down. When magnification size is negative, it means that the image is real and inverted. So coming back to that same case, -2. Now what does -2 signify? The image is real and inverted. And what does 2 signify? The image height is greater than that of objective. That is the meaning of 2. Minus means real and inverted. Now comes the next case, that is when magnification is positive. What does it mean? the image is virtual and error. When magnification is positive, the image is virtual and error. So if you get plus 0.16, tell me what is the meaning of plus 0.16?
Image is virtual and erect.
Yeah, image is virtual and erect. What about the size?
Diminished.
Yeah, it is diminished. It is diminished. So always focus on the magnitude for concluding about size and on the sign to conclude about the nature of the image. I hope these 2 points are clear. Yeah, so that is all about the equation, magnification, mirror formula. Now try to solve this question. I think time is almost running out. So do this as homework. Next class onwards, again I'm repeating, I'll be asking questions regarding the previous portion, be thorough with it. We'll practice few problems. And if I have time, I will start with next section, that is refraction. We'll start refraction, solve these questions from this class. Be thorough with all the portion. If any doubts, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, bye. We'll stop here. Have a nice day.